Okay, it's rolling.
The beauty of simplicity. 52 cards. Watching? Oh, your face is a picture.
This has been recorded for posterity.
Oh, I want to see how that looks actually.
She laughing and doesn't saying, how did it work?
Hey, she's gonna bug you now.
Yeah.
Wait, how did you do that?
Very well, actually. Thank you.
Very well.
Oh, great. All right, this is a nice trick. It's one I've been developing, and it's an old trick. Okay, will you take one for me? All right, you look and remember it. This is avuto. All right, goes back in the pack. I want to be very fair about this. So far, so good? I'll leave it sticking out so you can keep your eye on it, okay? Good. Now, did you know there are many ways in which you can shuffle cards? Right, oh, obviously. Now, this is how some people shuffle. Now, in Asia, they shuffle like this, the long way around. Of course, if you go to the casinos, you always see them shuffle the cards on the table like this, yes? I think they call this the American style riffle shuffle, yes? Now, I was at a party once and I was demonstrating this trick, and there was a gentleman there who was a professor of Harvard University, and he asked me if I'd seen the chaos shuffle. Do you know this shuffle? Okay. And he actually showed me, he said if you take the deck and divide it in half, actually you take the top half and turn them over, you have a half facing up, half facing down, okay? And you mix them together. And I'll be very fair about this. Now here's the interesting thing. You can see the condition. All the face-up cards are pointing to the ceiling, and the face-down cards are pointing to the floor. Okay? Now watch this. Can you push together? Very good, very good. Just square them up. Perfect. Now I want you to mix them up even further. So just cut off a small packet and turn them over. Okay? Put them down. Now cut off a slightly bigger packet. Okay, turn those over. Very good. Now cut off a really big packet. Excellent. And turn those over. Now, Jessica, look at this. You cut the cards a few times, right? And if we look at the condition, really topsy-turvy, yes? And look at this. Back to back. Which half would you like to turn over? Like this?
Yes.
So with all the cards mixed every which way, it's real chaos. But magic is about bringing order to chaos. What was your card?
12 hearts.
12 hearts. Due di cuore.
Due di cuori, in italiano, in Italian.
And this is a triumph. Order over chaos. Bravo.
Bravo.
Now, you know, whenever I do this, people think I use trick cards, but you can see the cards are normal. I'm going to let you in on a little secret, okay? Although the cards are normal, it's only my hands that cheat. Okay? So I have to compensate somehow. So look, I'm going to shuffle the cards again. I want you to watch this. Face up, face down. Okay? Now watch this. And you can look, you can see the shuffle of the cards. Face up, face down, right through the deck. Topsy-turvy. Back to back. Face to face. Now we're going to take your two. Now watch this. This is the best part. See, the other cards were listening. Did you like that?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. So that's my...
Okay, a little trick for my friend Michael Vincent. Okay, Michael, I'm gonna show you something by using just 2 cards. And these 2 cards happen to be Jack of Spades and the Jack of Clubs, okay? Now I'm gonna leave them for the time being here. Now I'm gonna have you pick a card. So would you please pick out any card you want?
I'll have this one right here.
Okay, and show it to the others. Now anytime you want, please call out stop. Here, okay, put the card back in. Okay, I'm gonna shuffle the card back into the deck so nobody knows the exact location of the card, right? Cuts. Now, your card could be anywhere in this deck, right? But now watch closely. Did you see anything happen?
No.
Did you see anything happen?
Nope.
Now watch. There is one card in between the jokers. Now, Michael, out of all 52 cards, what card did you pick?
King of Clubs.
The King of Clubs? Would you believe it if this were the King of Clubs?
I would indeed, yes.
However, I can bring it one step further.
Yeah.
Okay? So watch. I'm going to put the King of Clubs back inside the deck, and this time I'm going to close the deck inside the case. Alright? Now, remember, let me close the case. Okay. Now remember to watch closely the case and the jacks. On the count of 3, watch. 1, 2.
Oh, very good. Very nice. That is great. Very great. Very nice. Bravo.
Thank you.
Is that your routine?
No, it's Bebel's.
Ah,
From France.
interesting. I've not seen that before. That was a unique approach.
Yes.
Yeah. Very nice. I know you did some very nice work on the sandwich routine.
Thank you.
Going way back. Very nice. I like that.
Thank you very much.
Bravo. So tell me, how much performing do you do at the moment?
Well, actually, I don't have the chance to perform that often because, you know, I'm a student, so I don't have the chance to perform regularly. But I perform on every Christmas for my family and relatives. And basically, anytime my brother's friends get to know that I'm a magician, and they come to me and say, "Antonio, show me a trick." And that's it, basically. Well, actually, I should say that sometimes I go out with my friends and perform street magic on the streets. Now that's something I don't like. I don't love particularly performing in the streets because that's not my style of magic. But I think it's a perfect way of getting in the field, making practice, approaching people and getting, you know, comfortable in performing from people who you don't know.
I saw one of your videos on street magic, which was great, which was outdoors.
Yeah, I shared it with you.
Which was perfect, actually. And I thought you handled it yourself and the audience very well. Are we still rolling?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to show you something.
Okay.
I know you like the collectors, okay?
Yes, I do.
I'm going to show you another version that I've been using a lot, okay? Okay, I've removed the aces to begin with. Now, because we have the 3 of you here, let's just work with 3. Just pull out any 3 cards, okay? We've got the 6 of hearts, 5 of clubs, and excellent. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now, I've removed the aces to begin with because I want them out of the way just for the time being. And as magicians, we're all intimately familiar with the 4 aces. We'll get back to these in just a moment. Okay. I want to be absolutely fair about this. Okay, here's the first card. That goes right in the middle. So far, so good?
Yes.
Next card. Straight in the middle. I believe that last one was the 6 of hearts. Very good. Now with the 3 cards in 3 different positions in the pack, I want to keep them really isolated. Now watch the aces now. And if you remember, we had the 6 of hearts, 5 of clubs, and 2 of clubs, and 4 aces. And this version it comes from my booklet, Close-Up Classics. So that's a little something there. Right? So I think we've got a nice video for the YouTube generation. So I'll leave that with you to edit. Once it's on YouTube, just send me a link. I can download it.
Okay.
Onto my computer. Okay.
Now, do you mind if we take some pictures together?
Absolutely. I'm going to get a few pictures myself. One with the 3 of us, and that'll be great for my collection.
I'm going to perform a little trick for my friends Michael and Tim. We are live in the London Royal Opera House. Okay guys, I'm going to talk to you a little bit about one of my greatest passions, and that is gambling. Now you see, it's funny because every time you bring up this subject with a person, they immediately think that in order to become a card cheater you must have very fast hands. But that's not entirely true, you see, because not all cheating methods rely on sleight of hand. For instance, some of them rely on psychology, while some other of them on memory. And today I want to show you one of the techniques which rely on memory, and that's known in the jargon as shuffle tracking. Now the concept is very simple, and what happens is during the act of shuffling, the gambler simply peeks through at the indexes of the cards as they fly from his thumbs, and then all he has to do is to memorize the position of those cards, let's say the kings, so that he can keep track of them during the various cards and shuffles. Now I said to myself how to push this technique to the limit, and today I want to show you the result, and I think you will find it interesting, okay? So this time I'm going to shuffle the deck in a rather unconventional manner, and that is half face up and half face down. Now my friends, you will understand that as I shuffle this card face up and face down, it gets much more difficult for me to keep track of the cards I want, because I will have to look at both the indexes of face up and face down cards. I mean, look at this. Oh, by the way, there's a technical term for this. You know what it is?
A mess.
It's called a mess, yeah. He's done his job right. And of course, wherever you cut the cards, you can find a face to back, or I don't know, maybe a back-to-back spot or whatever. Now at this point I will also throw in one other shuffle just to prove that all cheating is absolutely honest, you see. Oops. And sometimes the card even slip from your fingers, but that's okay. Now as you can imagine, this deck is in a condition of complete chaos. I mean, we have face up and face down cards right through the deck. I mean, look at this, guys. A complete mess, topsy-turvy condition right from the very top to the very bottom. But you see, even in the friendliest game of cards, right after the shuffle, they ask for the cut in order to keep things honest. In this case, it's no exception, but you can find a face or a back right through the entire deck. But now, my friends, here comes the hard part. Because I want to be honest with you, I try to keep track of 4 specific cards in the deck, and they're not just 4 any cards. This is the best 4 of a kind in the entire deck. Do you have any idea what it is, Mike?
The 4 aces.
The 4 aces? Well, let's see. I think the first one is 28 from the top of the deck. So if I cut right above there, we should get the ace of hearts. And if I cut slightly further down, we can find the ace of clubs. Now, I want you to keep in mind that this deck has been shuffled face up into face down. So up to the very last moment, you are not entirely sure that you're going to be cutting to one of your target cards, you see. So in this case, I don't know, I've got a 5 on top of this half, but I'm going for the aces now. Well, I want to be, oops, cut? Okay, I want to be honest with you. I didn't keep track of the aces only. I also try to keep track of another card, which is not an ace, by the way. It's a 9, and specifically the 9 of clubs, which is my lucky card, because if now I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, the 9th card happens to be the ace of diamonds. And you understand that as this demonstration goes on, it gets more difficult for me to keep track of the aces, because their number in the deck decreases as the demonstration goes on. This is something to do with the lower probability, I guess, but I've never been that good in such things. So I'll tell you what, to keep things honest for you to follow for the sport, for the final ace, I managed to put the deck back in position, and I managed to straighten out every single card in the deck with one exception, that is the fourth and final ace.
Bravo. Bravo.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's great. Really great.
Hi, Andrew.
Hi.
Great work.
Great.
Thank you.